तमिलनाडु बैंक स्कैम, एक और बैंक घोटाले को आज एक्सपोज कर रहा है टाइम्स नाउ. टाइम्स नाउ is exposing yet another bank scam after Nirav Modi and Mehul Choksi. Another bank scam has been unearthed. A Chennai-based firm, Kanishk Gold Private Limited, has been declared as fraud by bankers. Times Now has accessed the SBI-led consortium complaint copy, and according to that, the fraud committed by Kanishk Gold Private Limited is to the tune of 800 crore rupees. Owners of the Chennai-based firm have set to dupe nearly 14 banks. Let's go across to Shabbir. Is joining us with more details. Shabbir, take us through the complaint copy. What does it say?
Well, the complaint copy by the consortium of banks clearly says that Kanishk Gold Private Limited, that is a jeweler from Chennai, has defrauded banks to the tune of 824 crore rupees. But also at the same point of time, the bankers say when you add up the interest and the other amount, it could reach 1,000 crore rupees. But the big question here is this firm, Kanishk Gold Private Limited, has been, receiving loans from at least 14 banks for the past several years, from 2007 at least. And every year, the banks have only enhanced the credit limits, enhanced the working capital limit. None of the banks did check, the documents or the papers that were submitted by this particular firm. And what we understand is that according to this complaint copy, if you just look at this complaint copy by the consortium of bank, which is led by the SBI, it clearly says that every year from 2007 to 2017, they have been only increasing the working capital for this one particular account. And one fine day, the company shuts down all its outlets, across the country. The manufacturing unit is shut. The bankers are, they have no clue as to what exactly happened, and they are on a wild goose chase. And they were trying to contact Bhupesh Jain, who is the owner of this particular firm, and he is also not answering the calls of the bankers. And when they went to that particular location to see whether they have the manufacturing unit intact or whether the shops or the business outlets are there available, the bankers couldn't find anything, and after that they were forced to file a complaint with the CBI. And right now we understand that the CBI is yet to file an FIR as far as this particular complaint is concerned. But what we understand from this from this complaint copy is that the banks have identified that there was some kind of sickness as far as this particular, Kanishk Gold Private Limited, company is concerned. But what they didn't do is to check the background of this company time and again. A forensic audit was only done after the bank was, after this account was declared fraud, or after this particular account had defrauded the banks. So clearly the question now that is being raised is that how come 14 banks were just giving loans after loans, increasing the working capital of this one particular account time and again, and not bother to check any of the accounts or any of the bank records or any of the anomalies that have been found in the forensic audit that was done by the consortium of banks. So clearly several questions are being raised as to who is responsible, but these are all private and nationalized banks, and the highest person who has given loan to this one particular company is the SBI and Punjab National Bank. So clearly these are the questions that are being raised by many. How are these people allowed to go scot-free? How are these people, not even questioned once when they deal with thousands of crores of rupees?
Well, absolutely, it raises serious questions on the system and the procedures that are followed by these banks. It's not just one bank, because the owners of the Chennai firms have duped nearly 14 banks. The question here is on what basis were these banks continuing with the loans and enhancing the credit limits every time, and it was happening for almost 10 years, I believe.
Well, that's right. It was happening for 10 years. Just to give the viewers an understanding of what this issue is all about, these are the banks: SBI, Punjab National Bank, Bank of India, and all of them from 2007 have been giving credits to this one particular company called Kanishk Gold Private Limited, which was known as a brand, a jewelry brand in Tamil Nadu, in Chennai, and across India. They were also opening outlets in different parts of the country. Just take a look at how much SBI has given in terms of loan, 223 crore rupees, and Bank of India, Punjab National Bank, 120 crore rupees, Bank of India, 46 crore rupees. So the total amount of this fraud is 824 crore rupees apart from interest, and if interest and other dues are included, then it could go up till 1,000 crores. So who is responsible for this particular scam? How come all these banks kept giving loans, kept enhancing the credit limits despite the company submitting falsified documents? Because here in this complaint copy itself, it's clearly mentioned that the owner of this particular company at one point in time in the meeting of consortium of banks admitted that he was submitting false documents to the banks.
He admitted that, but still no action was taken.